everyone and welcome to another virtual class. I am Svetlana Cotovan-Naval and I am an English teacher at Ministerul Lyceum. Today I would like you to discuss with you about school. Not a regular one, but about the school of the future. Today we are going to discuss at the lesson about we will recognize and compare features of school in the past, present and future. Describe the pictures using the new vocabulary words and expressions. Summarize the information from the text about the school of the future. Find and correct mistakes in sentences. I have prepared for you some pictures. Look at them and identify similarities and differences between them. So, picture describes. If we're speaking about similarities, then we can observe that we have school and classroom in all three. We have students present at the lessons and the presence of the teacher in class. If we look at the differences, we can observe that school supplies are totally different and the tools used for these lessons. The age of the students, even in the same class, are different. The school uniform is also different. Ways, methods of learning are also different. Now, to speak about the future of education, we need to look back to the past. Let's see what kind of technology used to be available to us for education in the past. I would like you to brainstorm a list of things that are important and useful nowadays, but were not in the past, and another list with the things were actual in the past and we don't use them anymore. So, we see that now we are using fountain pens, mobile device and tablets. We have the smart boards, markers, modern computers, and of course the internet. If we're speaking about old times, we have to mention the abacus, quill, pen and pencil, printing press, overhead projector, and typing machine. I am sure you know the modern devices that are nowadays widely used for learning process. Let us see if you can guess what the things in the picture represent. So, we have the words. Let's try to match the words to the pictures. In the first one, we have the abacus. B is the printing press. C is quill, pen and pencil. D, the typing machine. And E is overhead projector. So these words are new for you and things may be seen only in the museum. Now it's time for reading. Let us read together and draw your attention to details. The School of the Future. Kelly Ryan lives in Kentucky, in the USA, and starts her new school year in August. She doesn't come back just for one school, but two. As well as ordinary high school, she goes to virtual high school. Kelly wants to study history of art, but her local high school doesn't teach it, so she's taking it on the internet. Kentucky is one of the two states in America at the moment that offer virtual high school classes to all their school students. The other is Florida. This is just the beginning. Virtual school and universities are starting up all over the world. Some education experts think that in 20 years' time, there will be no more real classroom, only virtual ones. So, how does virtual school work? When Kelly gets home from regular school, she logs on the internet on the family computer. On the home page of her course website, she reads any messages from the teacher and other students. On the What's New page, the teacher explains what the next piece of work is, and where to find out about the subject on the internet. Each student has a virtual course book. Kelly does her work here, and only she and her teacher can look at it. She uses email to talk to other students on the course, no more than 25, and her teacher. There is a text page where the teacher puts video clips, pieces of text to read, and pictures to look at. Any extra materials, such as books, are sent through the post to Kelly's home. What does Kelly think? I love it, she says. I can log on when I want to, and I like internet discussion better than face-to-face discussions in the classroom. Everybody thinks more carefully before they answer questions. They don't just say the first thing that comes to their head. However, she wouldn't want to go to virtual school full-time. She wants to see her friends and teachers as well as talk to them. Kelly's virtual teacher likes it too. I can concentrate on the teaching part of my job, he says. I don't have to worry about what's happening at the back of the class. What would he miss if he thought on the internet full time? When a student suddenly understands something for the first time, their face lights up. I would miss that. You can't see that on screen. Now, because you were so attentive while reading the text, we have to find the mistakes in the given sentences. Find and correct the mistakes. Kelly is studying history of art at her local high school. Most states in America offer virtual courses to all their school students. Kelly logs on the internet in the mornings. She writes all her courses work by hand. Let's see, we have here underlined mistakes. And how should they be correct? Kelly is studying history of art at Kentucky Virtual School. Only 2 states in America offer virtual courses to all their school students. Kelly logs on to the internet after coming back home from her regular school, and she writes all her coursework into virtual coursebook. Now, it's time to complete the sentences with the words. Log on, email, website, internet. You have a minute to think for their place. Virtual schools do not exist in a real place. They exist on the internet. The home page tells you what's on the rest of the website. To look at a website, first you have to log on. Your friends can send messages to your email address. I have prepared for you some curiosities about things changed during the times, and you have to listen and think if you agree or disagree. In the past, classroom equipment included slate pencils, slates, blackboards, abacus, ink pens, maps, and wooden desks. At present, the classroom equipment are pencils, learning books, eraser, colored pencils, pens, whiteboards, electronic devices, whiteboard pens, projector, plastic desks, and plastic chairs. In the future, there might be touch-free device that will replace books and pens. There also might be more devices to gather more information. If we refer to subjects, in the past the subjects they had were reading, writing, arithmetic, history, grammar, rhetoric, art, and geography. Present, the subjects are reading, writing, maths, science, art, social studies, science, PE, RE, technology, history, and languages. If we're speaking about future, there might be subjects like digital science and complex computer math. If we refer to school hours and years, in the past school was only 6 hours. The school year's length was at least 132 days. At present, school is 6 to 7 hours and school years are at least 7 months long. In the future, school might end whenever you have finished all your work you were told to do for the day. The school year might be 6 months long. Think about the purpose of education in these 3 periods. Okay, let's see. Education in the past paid special attention to reading, writing, and literature. Common people were not educated. They were trained in craftsmanship, workmanship, and trades. If we're speaking about present, education is not only for good degree, but also to study some moral things in life. If we think about future education system, it might give more importance to technical and professional education than moral education. To sum up the information we have studied today, I want you to think if virtual school is a good thing or a bad thing. Think of some advantages and disadvantages. It is exciting to think about all the possibilities. What will the future of education technology be? Only time will tell. See you next time. Thank you for your attention.